Throwing you out?
Oh, you'd love that, wouldn't you? How dare you tell my wife that I'm having an affair?
Well, you are, aren't you?
We'll be at Skipdale Hall tonight. Telephone number's on the fridge if anyone needs us. And you left this in the loo again, Scatterbrain.
You going away together?
Yes, well, we didn't quite manage to have our second honeymoon. So a romantic mini-break is the best I can do.
Who am I to argue if he wants to spoil me senseless?
Right, well, have a great time.
He did us a favour, really. At least it's all out in the open now.
I wish I were as forgiving as you.
Oh, listen, Kerry just called. It's been a double booking. I'm going to have to stay and sort it out. But you go on ahead.
Oh, we've got an early check-in. I was really looking forward to the drive together.
I'll make it worth the wait.
Oh, that's an offer I can't refuse. See you there, then.
Thanks, guys.
That's Racy Shankly.
Oh, calm down. It's just my toothbrush.
Right. We'll leave you to get settled then.
Yeah.
Come on, bye.
I can unpack after work.
Okay, well, see you later, Rumi.
Looking forward to it.
Found something?
Yeah. That I would rather spend the day with you than change monkey bed sheets.
Well, not going to be much fun. Still pretty wiped out after yesterday.
Then we'll just cuddle up in front of the telly.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to guarantee that I won't be all clammy and nauseous.
Perfect. Well, if you're weak, you can't fight me for the remote.
I thought you told him.
I left a very detailed message.
We've just taken a delivery of pallets bound for Odessa.
Great.
No, not great. Neither of us can take them.
No, he can't. You just don't want to. Which isn't a good enough excuse, I'm afraid, not with that kind of money on the table.
I can't leave Nicola. She's talking about going back to work already. She needs chaining to the settee.
Well, one of Nicola's leads helped me land this job. Does she know what you're turning down?
Funnily enough, with a head injury, it hasn't been top of the list of things to chat about. Nobody is going to Odessa, and nobody's telling Nicola anything about work. Understood?
Fine. Your call.
Thank you.
Mum? Mum? Mum?
Paul? Is that you?
The door's stuck. Can you open it?
It's more than stuck, love.
Please, will you let me out?
Don't. She's fine where she is.
Please, Mum, I've had enough! I've had enough!
What, locked in?
Mum!
Yeah. Till she's clean.
No! No, no, no!
Hello?
So? What do you want?
What, can't your business partner come and say get well soon? I'll just put these in some water for you.
The brain's not completely damaged. Cut to the chase.
All right. I just wanted to put your mind at rest.
What's happened?
Well, Jimmy said that you wanted to come back to work.
So?
So don't even think about it. We're doing fine without you.
Okay.
And Jimmy's right. It makes much more sense to scale things back for the time being. So really, there's nothing to worry about.
Oh, Who said anything about scaling things back?
I've been climbing the walls. What time do you call this?
Your message said 12 o'clock. I didn't think it was late.
What message?
The one saying to meet you here.
Moira, is it even safe?
I know what I'm doing. It's how me and John helped her before. I don't have a choice.
And you're very brave.
I'm terrified.
Why'd you try to cover it up?
Because my marriage is over if I don't.
And what happens when he's back?
I'm hoping she'll be over the worst of it by then. You can't tell him. Or Emma.
Kane isn't an easy person to keep secrets from.
If I tell him, he'll make me choose, and I can't. And I can't lose either of them.
Well, he won't hear it from me.
Bernice had my phone. She's cooked this up.
Why?
Because Andy has poisoned her against me. Huh. Now, she's not answering. Bern, I'm coming home. I don't blame you for doing this, but you are completely and utterly wrong. I love you. Call me back, please.
What did Andy tell her?
A pack of filthy lies.
You know how I feel about you. You saved me. That's what you said, wasn't it, at the hospital? I heard you, and I know you meant it. And I reckon Bernice does too now, right?
Call the police.
And risk the embarrassment of being found here with a bloke come off it.
My wife made a mistake. I'm sorry you got dragged into it, but you really have to let me leave now.
We had something. Yes, it was an affair, but we didn't want to hurt anybody. It's not worth all this shame.
Let me out!
If you can admit it in hospital, you can admit it now.
I'm not going to ask you again.
Look what you're doing to yourself. No wonder you've been ill.
Well, so help me!
You really hate me this much? Well, you chose her. You chose Ellen. What did I ever do that was so bad?
Let me go!
Hey, this is me. Speak to me. Just speak to me, please.
You gave up.
What?
You gave up on me.
You had a new baby. You wouldn't leave your wife. You made my decision for me.
After prison, I couldn't be close to anyone for years.
I know that.
I cared about you, Ronnie. I trusted you. And then you left me. me for doing this, but you're completely and utterly wrong. I love you. Call me back, please.
I begged you to come with me. I tried everything.
You could have tried staying.
For the few hours a week you were willing to give me for the lies, excuses and letdowns. I couldn't settle for half of someone. I couldn't live half a life because you wouldn't admit you were gay.
I'm not gay.
Seriously?
I'm not.
The man you slept with is standing right here. Admit it.
I can't.
You can't blame me for leaving and not even acknowledge what we were. You're gay. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it.
I'm not gay. And I'm not straight. I'm nothing. I can't. I don't want... Oh. That's the best way I can describe it. They locked me up. And they took away the person I was supposed to be. Oh, I can love people, but they always end up wanting the part of me that isn't there anymore. And no matter how hard I try or how much I explain, I'll always be a disappointment. Oh, Ronnie. I can't hate you. I could never hate you. I only hate myself.
What happened to the swanky hotel?
I sent Ronnie instead.
So there is something going on then?
Well, he'd never admit it. But he hasn't come home.
I'm sorry.
I had this list of pros and cons in my head before I decided to marry him. Top of the list of the pros was at least he'll never cheat on me. I knew I wanted more, but I didn't mind sacrificing it because he was so gentle and kind. And I thought, at least he'll love me for me and not just for my body. It wasn't that at all. I just didn't have the right body for him to love.
So what are you going to do then?
I'm going to give him one last chance to explain himself. He's got an hour. And then I'm gone.
I was barely out of my teens when I was arrested. That's when the damage was done. And it was irreversible.
Whenever I asked, you won't talk about it.
I agreed to aversion therapy to shorten my sentence, and because I thought my mother might have an easier time of it if I were cured. We both know how that worked out.
You never made up?
She died before ever meeting her grandchildren. I always knew I was different. But I wasn't ashamed. Oh, and I loved Harold. He was beautiful and kind and funny. And he loved me back.
I thought you hated him.
I hated the way we ended up. That he had no choice but to name me. So, the most natural thing in the world to me was considered a crime. They said his name as they injected me. As I was being sick, they said his name. And they made him disgusting. They made everything I ever was disgusting.
Maybe there's someone you can see. Some kind of counselling.
Ellen made me try several times, but it didn't work.
You said he trusted me when we were together.
Oh. Well, at least with you, I could blank some of it out.
I didn't leave because I didn't care. I cared too much. I loved you. Still do.
What's all this?
Home James HQ. I diverted the phone.
You try arguing with her. What happened to Dr. Jimmy's orders?
Dr. Jimmy's a quack. I spoke to Robert. You're off to Odessa first thing.
No, I am not. What about you and the kids?
I'm moving in to help with that, apparently.
No way! No chance!
Will you scrape yourself off the ceiling and listen, please? Hey. We don't know how long I'm going to be like this. You can't keep turning down jobs to play nurse.
I can, and I will.
I want things to be how they were. I want to do my job and build the business and forget any of this even happened.
You can do all of that when you're ready.
I'm ready now. And seriously, that Ukrainian run, are you kidding me? It's a no-brainer.
I'm gonna murder Robert Sugden.
Charity, he is a doctor. He's gonna know all the symptoms.
And so will you, thanks to this crazy little thing called the internet.
There is only so much that I can fit.
Yeah, I know. Like scan photos, like blood tests, like a miniature person popping out of your lady garden.
And that is why I'm gonna keep trying.
Oh, right. OK, so say you finally managed to get a bun in the oven. The days aren't going to match. And he will figure this out and it will be over. And you know this. Come on, you're way smarter than this.
OK, so what do I do then? I just tell him.
We'll have to go away somewhere. So that we can say that you've been to the hospital. Keep it simple.
Oh, what have I missed?
Bit of good news, actually, Lise. I've come up trumps on the brewery raffle and I've won myself a spa break for 2 next week. So I'm going to take this one for a spot of pampering.
Oh, lovely. That's just what she needs.
Next week.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you got something better to do?
Yeah, actually, I'm at work, so why don't you go with Mum?
Oh, don't be daft. It'll do you the world of good. And they won't dare say no, not now you're expecting.
Yeah. Play the pregnancy card. Works a treat every time.
Charity, love. Packet of them spicy crisps.
I did mean what I said to you in the hospital. And I did love you. Probably always will. But putting Bernice first makes me happy.
How can it?
Because she's the reason I get up every morning. She makes me feel safe, and I love her. And she loves me, and that's rare and precious. She's my life.
You're lying to yourself again.
It's how I feel, and it's what I want. And I will never let someone else tell me what I want or what I don't want ever again. I love my wife, Ronnie. I'm staying with Bernice.
Right. Where we have to?
Airport, please.
We're off to Coronation Street next. Then they rule the road. We've all new 100-year-old drivers rebooted coming up at 8. And get the tissues ready for more amazing reunions. All new Long Lost Family is at 9.